Okay everyone, we're in the middle of April. Everyone else is doing their income taxes. I got mine done early, so I'm down here to test the waters with Sahara.
Hey everyone, this is Adam from Liberty Vacation Rentals in southern Utah, and here is everything you need to know about one of my favorite swimming spots, this amazing place called The Chains at Lake Powell, which is good for families and people who love swimming, hiking, beautiful nature photography, fishing, and free climbing. And it's also dog friendly. The good news is this is a free location to enjoy, managed by the National Park Service. It has primitive public restrooms with no showers or sinks, but you can change in private. Now watch your speed when driving down to the parking lot. Sometimes a park ranger is monitoring the vehicles going in and out. This location is just down the hill from the Hanging Gardens Trail. Playing at the Chains can be fun, but also a little dangerous, so watch out for a few things such as steep ledges, loose sandstone which might break off, and occasional broken glass, and these weird metal measuring poles that were put in by the Bureau of Reclamation decades ago. They are rusty and sharp now, but I'm sure it seemed like a good idea at the time.
The Bureau of Reclamation left remnants of these giant measuring poles that used to be 10 foot tall. You got to watch out. You don't want to step on these or catch your foot or your hand or any other body part on these because they can be rusty and sharp.
You won't see those metal fragments very often, so I usually hike down here in a good pair of tennis shoes or sneakers. You really don't need hiking boots, and of course I swim barefoot, and sometimes I even go down in a pair of sandals or flip-flops. There is no lifeguard on duty, but in a worst case scenario, a hospital is nearby. You will have to hike down to go swimming and then hike back out to get to your vehicle. What makes this spot incredible is that you're swimming in a deep canyon with water that's about 500 feet deep. The water is mostly clear and you can see about 30 feet down into the depths of this canyon. And don't worry, there's no chance that you're going to get sucked through the dam into the spillways on the other side.
Woo! Oh, I think I swallowed a fly.
My friend Sahara and I went down for a cold water plunge, which I'm sure you know is good for your overall health and immune system. This idea of cold water plunge was recently proven and made popular by Wim Hof, Joe Rogan, and many others. I started doing cold water plunges lately, even if I'm just getting into a cold bathroom shower when I wake up. And this wakes me up so fast and gives me a feeling of instant recall and my plans and purpose for the day. So maybe you don't love cold water. Well, in that case, the best months to visit the Chains is any time between May, June, July, August, and September. Temperatures are the warmest in June or July, usually around 70 degrees Fahrenheit, but I've seen people even come here for fishing in the winter and the occasional polar bear swimmer that just wants a quick in and out in cold water in the winter season. So keep in mind, the best way to get down to the water is to zigzag across the rock. So you're going to move left and right and shimmy down wherever it feels safest. Just being mindful that if you use your hands and feet together and lean into the rock as you go down, that will be much safer. Hopefully the water level will come back 30 or 40 feet over the next couple of years, which will make way for some really fun cliff diving or cliff jumping and makes it just more interesting terrain. And don't forget that cliff jumping over 15 feet is technically illegal, but I've never seen anyone get ticketed for it. It's really more of a danger if you don't know what you're jumping into. So you do want to be careful that there's no rocks below the water, right, like 3 or 4 or 5 feet just below the water surface when you're jumping. So sometimes it's good to get in and swim and scout the location before you do your cliff jumping.
Let's not hit that cliff down there. We got to jump kind of far.
Please don't litter or break any bottles. But if you want to leave a nice watch or some jewelry behind, that's fine by me.
Someone just gave me a Jacques LeMond sports watch. And these are waterproof. Yep, they're waterproof.
If you're really brave and adventurous, you might try swimming across the channel. It's about 1/3 of a mile. This is something I've done in my other videos.
It feels like 80 degrees. I'm not even kidding. It almost feels like I'm in a hot tub right now.
Then I do some free climbing up the mountainside, and I'll find a cliff spot, I'll hang out, take a breather, and then jump in or do a backflip and then swim 1/3 of a mile back to the main area. This can also be a nice quiet spot for meditation on a less busy day, and just a great place to get some sun and vitamin D. The rocks get really warm in the summertime, so you can even air dry when you get out of the water. And if you're gonna swim around, just keep in mind you should not go past this floating chain buoy. That's how the place got its name, with this buoy made out of chains. If you swim past that, you could get in trouble with the authorities, and this was put here mainly to prevent boats from smashing into the dam. So now you know a lot more about this popular spot at Lake Powell. If this video helped you out, give me a like and a share and subscribe, and share this with anyone who's coming to visit the area and they need something to do.
What's up, YouTube? Thanks for coming on this hike with me and Sahara down to the Glen Canyon Dam in the chain swimming area. If you want to sub to the channel, click over here. If you want to see another great video, click over here. And for more of my tips, check out my vacation rentals and my blog at libertyvacationrental.com.